All right, hey you guys. So I'm gonna do a week in the life of a PhD student, infectious disease PhD student. Right now I am in an Airbnb. So I'm actually here in Winnipeg, working in the National Microbiology Lab. So it's the level 4 lab in Canada. Basically the place where you get all of the Ebola going to, all of the coronavirus going to, all of these like high profile infectious diseases, they work on it here. So I just finished up a week here and then I'm traveling tomorrow back to Saskatchewan. So I'm making some food right now. I have one pizza left from the groceries that I got at the beginning of this week, and I'm trying to make it in a fry pan. So it's right there. This Airbnb did not come with any pans that can go in ovens, so we'll see if this works. I don't know if it'll work. If you guys don't ever have a oven-safe pan, use your fry pan. So you can see the layout of this place. Basically, I just got a bed there and then a little tiny table and a kitchen area. So it actually works really well. It's really messy, sorry. But I'm just outside of, there's a hospital right over there. All right, so I am back from Winnipeg. I made my way back home last night. And now I just went to go get groceries because obviously I'm missing a lot of food. So we got some groceries in there. And I'm gonna do meal prep for the rest of the week. I've got a lot going this week, so I've got some testing that needs to happen. I need to write some of my paper, and I need to prep because next Monday, so not tomorrow, but the following week, I'm actually on my way to Alaska. So lots of travel. Lots of travel, but I'm gonna meal prep and then we'll see what the rest of the day brings. All right, so I think that I'm gonna make a shrimp dish and then also a spaghetti dish. And those two things will last me for the rest of this week. I'm eating M&Ms right now. I have zero self-control for anything chocolate, which is why I can't have them in my house. No chocolate in my house. Because literally it will disappear within a day. Also, I don't know what's going on with these things right here. Clearly I'm ripping my hair out. Doing something. Alright you guys, so this is what I'm going to be making for the first dish. If you want the recipe, there you go. So yeah, so if it looked good to you, then go ahead and make it. It's one of my favorite things. So during the week, I ran a PCR, so that basically looks for DNA of certain organisms in a sample. And so this is what you're seeing right now. I'm running a gel so that we can see whether or not we got DNA. And then I worked with a super crazy radiation machine. So it's been maybe like a day and a half since I talked to you guys. I am enjoying some ice cream. Oh, so good. I'm actually trying to distract myself because tomorrow I have a big appointment. It is my next tattoo. I haven't been tattooed for 6 years. And I typically don't get anything unless it means something really, really important to me. If you guys haven't clued in yet, I am super type A, and I am like very organized and like to be in control of my life. I like to be in control of absolutely everything. And so unless I have a tattoo that is super important to me, I know that I would regret it. So the one tattoo that I do have, you guys might have seen it before, is on my shoulder. It's like right here. And it's Roman numerals, and it's the exact day that I first got my childhood dog. So it represents to me like the moment that that relationship started. and I lost her in 2014, and so that's when I got that tattoo. But now, I can't believe that I'm doing this. My tattoo artist doesn't show the actual drawing to you before going, and the control freak in me is freaking out about that because honestly, I'm super picky, and if it doesn't look the way that I want it to look, I'm not gonna get it. So yeah, that just, I don't like not being in control of things, and I'm having a hard time letting go. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know. And I'm worried about the pain too, because the area that I'm getting it is not super pleasant. I don't think it's the worst part, but it's definitely not going to be as easy as like right on the shoulder, because this thing right here, I didn't feel it. It was nothing. It felt like not even a cat scratch, like someone was just dragging the sharp end of a pin over your skin, but not piercing it or anything. It was just, wasn't even annoying, really. So, I don't know. So, today's the day. Okay. Yeah, so I probably got about 3 hours of sleep last night because I was so freaked out about, like, what the design would look like. Yeah, so this is probably the last look at my empty arm. Oh my goodness, I don't really know how to feel. I overthink things way too much. It's just cool to see how it changes from...
Yeah, I know, it's such a big difference from lines to shading too, which is like, I totally understand when you were like, oh, it's like a lot of trust. I'm like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
It is, because it's like, obviously, like, I can see what I know it's gonna look like, but I can't show you that.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we do anything. So yeah, I appreciate your trust.
So I'm in bed right now in my PJs, and I realized that I haven't filmed since I got my tattoo. So you saw a few clips of me at the shop, and then what they do is they put it's this new type of bandage on top of it, and apparently you can have it on for, I think, 3 or 4 days. So that's what I have on right now. And I realize that tattoos aren't necessarily a thing that everyone likes, but I hope people can appreciate good artwork at least. And I think the girl that did it did a really good job. I'll link her Instagram information in the bottom of this video, just in case if you guys want to check her out. She's in Saskatoon, Canada. So if you're anywhere near there and you like her work, hit her up because she does really good work. It's a pretty decent size, actually. So yeah, but I really like it. Like, it really looks like an Arctic fox. And the fact that it's based off of an animal that I worked really closely with is a plus to me. It has officially been 3 days since I got tattooed, and now the bandage is starting to feel like it's tugging at the area a little bit. So I think that I'm starting to scab, and it's time to take the bandage off. So I'm gonna do that. That's the one part that looks really intimidating, because this thing is like glued to my skin, and so I don't even want to think about peeling it off of the tattoo, but we're gonna do it. I've got you balanced on my leg right now, but I've just been kind of working the bandage up. Oh, it's so stuck on there. Oh my gosh, the hair. Okay, so I got it off. That's what it looks like. And actually, like, mine didn't... Oh, that's my drain. Mine didn't really have a lot of plasma on top or blood on top or anything. Like, you can see that the film is pretty clear. So now I'm going to just wash it up with a bit of soap. That just stung a little bit, especially at the top part here. But yeah, looks pretty good. Now let's wash it. Oh gosh, this is gonna sting a bit, I think. So I thought that I would end off this video just by showing you guys the tattoo itself, explaining it a little bit, talking about pain, that kind of stuff. So it's been 4 days now since I got it. It's looking pretty good right now. It's actually starting to scab a bit. So obviously you guys know that I work with Arctic foxes and they're a huge part of my PhD work. So obviously that's why I got an Arctic fox. I've had a lot of really cool encounters with them and I love wildlife, and so I figured that I could have something representative of my love for wildlife on my body, and it turned out really well. So I'll just give you guys a close-up. So I wanted something that was more illustrative, like something that you would find in a sketchbook or something like that. So let's talk about pain. Surprisingly, this thing was not bad at all. I thought for sure, because it's up near the crease right there, that it would be really painful. I guess maybe I'm different than other people. I actually found that I didn't mind the top area as much. The area that was really painful for me was as it got closer to the inner part of the arm. So like this whole side right here was more painful than this side, the top and the bottom. So yeah, so anything closer to the inner part of the arm hurt. And it didn't really hurt that bad. Like, honestly, I would probably give it a 4 out of 10. Not bad at all. So this piece has a bunch of different types of line work and shading, but it also has single needle, and by far the most painful part of the entire tattoo was during single needle. So the single needle felt like a blade running through your skin, whereas like everything else felt like little tiny scratches. So I'm glad that the whole thing wasn't single needle, but I do like the details of like the whiskers and stuff like that that were done with the single needle. Totally worth it. Not bad. So second tattoo done. I came out of there like wanting 10 more tattoos, but I know for myself I'm super picky and I probably won't get another tattoo for another 5-6 years down the line. Probably the next thing I'll get is gonna be something related to aspen, because every single tattoo that I have, if you guys haven't noticed, has been about animals. So I've got 2 tattoos now. If you've seen my shoulder tattoo, I'm sure it's peeked out a couple of times during videos. But besides that, today is the day before I head out to Alaska, so I'm gonna be packing up a bag and taking a poster and presenting at a conference in Alaska. I've got a lot of travel tomorrow, like 9 hours of layovers in 2 different cities, so that'll be fun. And I'm leaving at 3:30 in the morning. Yay! Anyways, I wanted to get a video up for you guys so that you have something this week and that'll tide you over, and then we'll see what comes next. Alright, so I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Take care. Bye!